Good morning. I hope everybody had a peaceful night. Um, like I always do, wake up and get on the phone and look at the news of the day or whatever like that, right? Um, I just watched a video where a gentleman is talking about the music industry, Rock Nation, and so forth, about how they have basically corrupted the young youth in America, in the United States, with their music and with the alcohol and all this. Well, here's the thing. This is nothing new. This is something that has been going on for ages, because you take a young African American man out of the ghetto, you give them an opportunity to make some money, and then they're trained or programmed or schooled, whichever theme you want to use, and this is what the youth follows. It happens all the time. It's been happening. So now people want to get on these platforms and go after these artists. Well, my question is, where was these people at the whole time? There's artists that has made interviews stating, well, they talking about sipping syrup and lean and the same difference and things of this nature. And then when they have interviews for themselves, they ask them, well, do you do these things? No, I don't. But this is the music they want to put out. These record executives, they are governing what goes out to the public. And so this is what's going on. This is what has been going on. So now that the jig is up, let's just say, everybody wants, well, not everyone, excuse me, people want to get on the bandwagon and go after these artists. Again, why now? You understand me? But people are looking at, they're not looking at the bigger picture. Why would you want to take these tycoons, first off, out of the equation? Because they're no longer needed. Ciroc, they're not going to stop purchasing that. Whatever liqueur that these artists have promoted, people are still going to buy it. So they're no longer needed as the front man. Whatever properties, whatever stock, whatever financial gain these artists then made for themselves, or had help being made for themselves, it's being stripped. It's being stripped. So that means now it's a smorgasbord of property, real estate, stock that's out there that's going to be divvied up. And this is my opinion, and it's my opinion. This is why I stated it, is because why else would you hurt, the system that you're thriving off of? And I'm talking about the power to be, that oversees all this. Why would they hurt? It's like a drug dealer, standing on the block, and every time somebody come to buy something, you jump on them. You defeating the purpose of selling drugs. To destroy these artists, you're defeating the purpose of the music. Well, let's look at it. They're no longer needed. They're no longer needed. So they're going to get them all out the way. And they're just going to take as they see fit and divvy it up between everyone. I don't know what these men's done. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about trafficking and racketeering and all that stuff. Excuse me. They talking about all this. They did it to a number of people. They did it to Heidi Fleiss. They did it to a lot of different, entities out there. And now it's Puff Daddy's turn. You know what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is that you have to look past everything that's in the media. Because if you don't, you just blinded. You're being led in the direction they want you to go. and you're not seeing what needs to be seen. And what needs to be seen is, is just questionable, in my opinion. It's too questionable. Why hurt the very system that has put in you, that catapulted you to this financial gain? Excuse me, this financial gain that you have required. What's the point? What's the point of these CEOs stepping down, releasing, control of these companies and of this nature? We're coming into a time where here's the thing. Let me slow down. Once they have implemented AI, listen to me. Once they implemented AI, they got AI that's making music. You understand me? AI is making music. So they don't no longer need these artists to do this. And whoever controls AI controls the system. So we don't need Jay-Z. We don't need P. Diddy. We don't need some of these other men and women out here that's on these platforms. We don't need them no more. That's in their mind. Not saying I don't need them. You know what I'm saying? But in their mind. And again, this is my opinion. Excuse me. We don't need these people anymore. AI is able to make music. You see what I'm saying? They're making music with Tupac. Study making music with Tupac through AI, through artificial intelligence. So we don't need these people no more. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to strip them of their properties. We're going to strip them of any stock they may have in these different companies and so forth. When you're dealing with African American men and women, okay, we have, and excuse me, and I'm gonna say this, and I don't want you to, for 1 minute, think that I have a prejudice bones in my body, because I don't. I love all people the same. What's going on is that when you take these young men from the communities and you give them a position of power, a little bit of power, and you put them in the light, you see what I'm saying? You still dealing with a house nigga, excuse my French, or not French, excuse my words, house nigga versus field nigga mentality. That's what we're still dealing with. So with that being said, that's why we're at each other's throats all the time. That's why we're at each other's throats now. You understand what I'm saying? We're jealous of what somebody else got. And all we need is a spark. Like what's going on now. All we need is a spark. And now we at each other's throat. Now we at each other's throat. For what? For what? It's not like y'all people didn't know that this stuff was going on before now. It's not like that y'all knew the ways of the music and what was being put out there to the public. Y'all didn't have that understanding till now. You had this understanding way before now. But again, a spark, and everybody ready to jump on the bandwagon. You it just don't make any sense other than that they are stripping people of their positions because they're no longer needed. And I'm going to say that 1,000 times again. They're no longer needed because AI, this artificial intelligence, is more powerful than people is understanding. And it's finna strip humanity of what their place in this world. That's what's going, in my opinion, that's what's happening. We can sit here, and I'm looking at my screen now, and they got P. Diddy splashed all across the screen. You know what I'm saying? Music, right? This not just one artist. They talking about multiple artists, multiple actors, and for what? Again, for what? Do you ask yourself that question at all? Why is this taking place? I'm gonna give you a scenario on how this system works, and then it trickles down, right? you you having an issue with somebody, right? And you haven't talked to an individual in a while. Then you have somebody on the outside, a third party, come in and be like, hey, you know, such and such on phone, you want to talk to him? And you be like, no. This is to keep static between two people, right? It's to keep static between two people. That's it. That's all. Same way up on the top of the pyramid. They're keeping static within the public. You can look at Trump, the incident with Trump, the 2 attempts on his life. Why haven't they succeeded? Because they're not meant to succeed. You understand what I'm saying? All it's meant to do is keep entertainment in the media, on your television, to keep you unbalanced and unaware of what's actually taking place. That's all. That's all. Understanding that, and I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. When the inauguration, you know what I'm saying, when they take their oath and of this nature, the presidents, do you know that they don't put their hand on the Bible? Do you know what they put their hands on, when they place their hands on, when they take their, you know, their oath? Do your research. I'm not even gonna put it out. Just do your research. It's I'm you know what, I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna make another video. Give me a second.